Fulani does not have the right to pass his cows in any part of this country, then other tribes too should not have the right to pass through the roads of other parts of every nation. To say Fulanis will not enter your forest, then your people too should not ever enter other people's land. The forest.
Say that the land belongs to in the states. Whichever one they can salvage, come back to livestock village or others village. Let us stop this, conflict area. We must eliminate the possibility of conflict and turn the livestock reform into economically viable development.
Let me quickly quash another lie we tell. And I've been hearing that lie a lot in the security circle. The reason why we don't want to go in there and fight these bandits and recover these people is to avoid collateral damage. It's a lie. I'll remind you, 2020, an American Walton was arrested by a bandit group or terrorists, a bunch of terrorists. 6 of them, they took him. The Americans contacted the same Nigerian government. They got intel about where he was. They brought in Naval SEAL into this country, conducted an operation, killed 6 of the terrorists, evacuated the man, took him to the American embassy in Niamey in Niger, from there en route to America. President Trump went on the air and bragged about it.
Yeah, thank you very much for this question. This security problem was actually created. And it was created by those in authority. And if they want to stop it today, they will stop it because they are the ones engineering it. How comes Bush people who have been known to be cattle rearers, how comes they have guns? Where do they come? These guns come from? How come those people they call bandits, they have armored vehicles?
Hello, welcome to Ines Daylight Gist. We all know that the threat Trump gives to our president, Tinubu, is getting to him. That was the reason he nominated Musa, Chief of Defense. But that is not the story of the day. Do you know since pastors, Pastor Adeboye Oyedipo also sent message to him, he's also getting to him. But let me tell you more. With these cattle era people, there are very lot of people in this country. And these advocates, there's advocating for them, Shegun Gumi, for a very long time, he has kept quiet. The annoying part of it, this woman that I'm going to be showing to you is the girlfriend allegedly or wife allegedly, or is related to Gumui, because since Gumui kept quiet, this woman think he can rise up and start speaking for the Fulani or the bandits people. Yeah, and I'll be right back.
Life in the bush. Why do Fulanis like living in the bush? Nomadic lifestyle is not a bad lifestyle. It is a choice. You choose to live your life in the club. I choose to live my life on my bed. You choose to drink alcohol. I choose not to drink alcohol. You choose to do whatever you want to do. It is a choice, and it is in sync with human nature. Nomadic lifestyle is part of human nature all over the world. It is a calling from the Supreme Being. So we will not allow anybody to put down nomadic lifestyles. There are nomads in America. There are nomads in all the big countries of the world. So Nigeria will not be different. We must respect the nomadic lifestyle of the Fulanis, whether we like it or not. We must respect it. And as citizens of this country, their rights will be protected. We call on the federal government to review and revisit the issue of nomadic farming in Nigeria. The land belongs to the government. It doesn't belong to any group of people. If the nomadic lifestyle of the Fulani will not be put into consideration, then the road network of Nigeria should also belong to the citizen. Then every citizen will say, okay, this is my road. Nobody, no any other tribe will pass through it. As long as that law is not enacted, the animals of Nigeria have the freedom to move from any region to any region. So do Nigerian citizens, whether they choose to do it in the city or they choose to do it in the farms. They must be protected. The lack of the protection of the Fulani culture and lifestyle is what has led to the overwhelming crisis that we have seen in northern Nigeria. Now the question is the Fulani as a tribe violent? It is left for you to judge. Judgment is not for me. But all I know is the Fulani nomadic lifestyle have been in existence for hundreds of years. There has been dispute. Fulanis were considered the most gentle, down-to-earth people some few years back. What suddenly changed? Why did Fulani become the aggressors of the land? Why did they become the terror of the land? Because they have been marginalized. Because they have been stepped on. The rights of the Fulani have never been protected. When the Fulani came crying for cattle rustling, we only said, oh, it only became news and it went away. When Fulani came crying because of being hijacked in bushes and being maltreated, we all ignored and we let it go. Now, it has become a crisis. Majority of the Fulanis that have become bandits today are people who have lost every hope in life and have decided to resort to the dangerous ways. I will say it clearly. If a Fulani does not have the right to pass his cows in any part of this country, then other tribes too should not have the right to pass through the roads of other parts of every nation. Lifestyle is lifestyle. I choose to walk on foot on a cow, and another person chooses to ride on a car. It is a choice. It is a lifestyle that is respected by nature and must be respected by all. This is a call to the federal government. The Fulani issues must be looked into. The settlement must be looked into. The settlement of animals, the grazing fields of animals must be protected. The animals belong to Nigeria, even though they belong to the Fulani people, and the Fulani belong also to Nigeria. It is the responsibility of the Nigerian government to create a route for our herders. It is the responsibility of the government to create cattle grazing centers all over, I mean all over this country. Whosoever rejects this pact should also reject the movement of their tribe to other parts of Nigeria. If you say Fulanis will not enter your forest, then your people too should not ever enter other people's land. The forest does not belong to anyone. The forest belongs to the government. And if the Fulanis should in any way break the rules of their grazing route, then they need to be punished accordingly. They need to be punished accordingly. They need to be sanctioned. There would be no preferential treatment, nor will there be any form of favoritism. Any form of favoritism. If these issues are not solved, we will continue to live in dispute in this country. I hope the federal government will look into this matter and treat it as a matter of urgency, devoid of sentiment. And whosoever puts the law in his hands and says that whatever is enacted by the government as a right of its people, then the person should also face the wrath of the law. Thank you so much, Your Excellency, and I hope that this will be put into consideration for this group of people whose lifestyle must also be protected.
After this message of this woman was being passed, and with other message of other Fulani people, this was the response of our president. What he just have to say, it will shock you people. I don't know if this president is working for the people because he says the government of the people, for the people, or it's just the government of the cattle. Hear him. I'll be right back.
We need all the forces that we can utilize. I know some of our people are exposed. I understand that we have to make exceptional provision for them, and the civil defense are equally armed. And I want to know that from NSA to arm our forest guards too. Take it very seriously. Okay. Again, especially livestock reform, I think the Vice President should get the neck, first of all, to see which village or grazing reserves that can be salvaged or rehabilitated into ranches, livestock settlement. We must eliminate the possibility of conflict and turn the livestock reform into economically viable development. The opportunity is there. Let's utilize it. And it is a neck. If we emphasize the constitutional requirement we see that the land belongs to in the states. Whichever one they can salvage, come back to livestock village or others village. Let us stop this, conflict area and turn it to economic opportunity and prosperity. Thank you very much. This is for you.
If you listen to his last word, it's a conflict area. We'll turn it to economic and prosperous area. Don't really know. For you to just carry all these people, put them for one place, light them. You are telling me, well, let me not deliberate more on our president. What do you people think on what your president just said on this video? Please keep your thoughts on the comment section below. I want to use the opportunity to say thank you to those people who has been following me from day one on this YouTube channel. And please don't forget to keep subscribing, liking, and sharing my content. God bless you. But let's dive on to the next video. Rufai Osei, the reporter on Channel TV, just hear him what he has to say, because the video is going to expose our president or government why they don't want to stop this cattle era of bandits.
Let me quickly quash another lie we tell. And I've been hearing that lie a lot in the security circle. The reason why we don't want to go in there and fight these bandits and recover these people is to avoid collateral damage. It's a lie. I'll remind you, 2020, an American Walton was arrested by a bandits group or terrorists, a bunch of terrorists. 6 of them, they took him. The Americans contacted the same Nigerian government. They got intel about where he was. They brought in Naval SEAL into this country, conducted an operation, killed 6 of the terrorists, evacuated the man, took him to the American embassy in Niamey in Niger, from there en route to America. President Trump went on the air and bragged about it. Our own, we never see the bandits being killed in the rescue. You heard what Professor Bolaji Akinyemi said that day. When we did everything and were ready for the Americans to be able to fight Boko Haram, all of a sudden, as regards the Chibok girls, we saw that the gas masks, terrorists were already wearing them. The gas masks they were supposed to get. So who is doing the infiltration? And this pattern is repetitive. The question is, when next will it happen? And when it happens next, it's still going to be the same modus operandi. The government will never hear that in a rescue operation, they get these people killed. Every effort to get these people killed, they stop it. President Buhari, the first thing he did when he came into power was he stopped that agreement that the Jonathan government had with mercenaries. So you see, while we deceive ourselves with the false illusion that yes, they are back home, what were the terms and conditions? What did we lose? We lost the fear of the state, because the state is supposed to have the autonomy of violence. If there's any non-state actors that has more violence than the state, then go back to section 14, subsection 2. The protection and the security is hampered. Then what happens? The state has broken a social contract with the people. And I have a premise to call for the resignation of the president. So I think I've made that point clear. So while we celebrate, yes, but there's also shame.
Just hear what the reporter has to say, of which I am 100% believe that our president, government, they are compromised. But without further more ado, I want us to listen to this. Is it Alaji? What he has to say. How did they bandit? How do they get guns? Who furthered them if it's not our? Just listen to it. And I'll be right back. I don't want to put words in anybody's mouth.
Yeah, thank you very much for this question. You know, this security problem was actually created. And it was created by those in authority. And if they want to stop it today, they will stop it because they are the ones engineering it. How comes bush people who have been known to be cattle rearers, how comes they have guns? Where do they come? These guns come from? How comes those people they call bandits they have armored vehicles, including tankers, in the bush, and they call them terrorists or enemies. How come they have this? If it is in Maiduguri, where did the tankers pass? Is this they came from the earth or they came through? Where did they get the tankers? You have to ever know, every sane person know that the authorities are behind this insecurity. If they want to stop it today, they can stop it. All right. Now, by inviting those who are perpetrators of this, yeah, they will make it more aggressive. They are inviting the U.S., which is very clearly it is behind all these so-called terrorist organizations. It is behind. U.S. created Boko Haram. The U.S. is funding Boko Haram. U.S. creates what they call ISWA. They created ISIS. They created Daesh. They confess it openly. All right. I don't need to give you proof because they have said it themselves. They are behind it. They said that they will use terrorism to conquer Africa. Now you invite them to be a remedy for what they have been the cause. What do you expect? Mass killing of most innocent people. All right, and they will come not for security but to steal our resources. You see them in where there is gold, oil, gas, and other resources. You will see them there. That's where the security problem is, and that's where they will protect Christians. They will protect Christians in Zamfara and Katsina, where there is gold. You see them there protecting Christians. They will protect Christians in extreme northeast, where there are rare earths. You know, they come for that, and they will create havoc. So if the government wants this insecurity to stop today, they will stop it because they are the ones doing it. No fool nobody can, unless you want to be a fool. You have to understand that the Nigerian government is behind all this insecurity, previous and present.
What this allergy is trying to say is that somebody that caused sickness and you want to meet that person to heal you, do you think, and you know that that sickness is going to pay him a lot of money when you keep coming to his clinic, do you think he's just going to heal you once? He would not give you the right remedy. He's going to give you the wrong remedy for you to get sick and start coming to the clinic more and more. That is what I can see on this video. Without further more ado, guys, I would like to leave you with your thoughts and with your judgment on our president Tinubu. Do you think he's doing the right thing as a president, supporting and telling the cattle rearer, the country or the states they have to rear their cows? Or do you believe this, what he just said, is going to come to pass? Or is it because of the threat of Donald Trump that is getting to him? He just wants to say something at this moment so that Donald Trump can keep calm, and at the long line, the bandits can still rise up again. Until we meet again, never you forget we are the light of the world. Thank you. Bye.